in my previously courses, I have discussed both the case studies about the certain usage in ArchiMate. One is the famous ArchiMate, the case study called ArchiAssurance. Another is also famous is ArchiMate. They're focused on the different type of the enterprise, but through those the diagramming practice, I hope is you have already learned how to use Archi tool to make the modeling under the ArchiMate language standard. And also I have a certain study about the prodigy through this ontology perspective. We have used those also famous the tutorial Pizza O to show you how to model the ontology within the prodigy, this which is our open source ontology editing tool. Doing the ArchiMate modeling, we also use the open source modeling tool called Archi. So, but today is I quote this as the ontology view of ArchiMate 3.2 specification. Is trying to see some joint. This view is how you can make those complicated relationship within ArchiMate language clearly shown in our ontology view. Because if you learn the prodigy through this ontology philosophy, you may already make that in mind. Is ontology is kind of our knowledge graph. When we say graph, primarily is we are talking about the two ends of nodes, and in the middle is the edge. The edge is like our relationship. And when we're talking about the ArchiMate language, it's also talking about such kind of similar things, like is you have this active the element, passive element. In the middle is you have those activities to connect those elements. Those activities are the relations. We have a numbers of the relation, and within this specification 3.2, you may see is that there's different built-in the relation between the different type of those elements. So even that is are just a language specification, but when they apply to the Archi modeling tool, is actually have certain allowed relation. Now some is not allowed relation. So I use this video to show you how I put those 3.2's major relationships into one ontology file. This file is show, and then we can either visualize this relationship per subgroup of the element in your interest, or is we also can have the powerful query. So instead of you read from these 100 pages specification to find out which relationship is suitable, I put that into this visualize so that you use this ontology file can easily to find those specifications guidelines. So let's have a look to so that I can show you how I built this RDF file or ontology file. Secondly is how you can make such kind of the visualization within the prodigy. And third is I show you one sample, the query, so that you can build that. And I also show you where you can find the file and where you can find the sample query, which I'm keeping the adding more those statements for your reference. So the prerequisite for viewing this, I hope, is you have certain information about the already watch the enough video either for ArchiAssurance or ArchiMate, so that you have a certain foundation about the ArchiMate language specification. Secondly is if you haven't is you can also learn the Prodigy, this tutorial, so that you know how to use the Prodigy tool. So let me show you. First is within my I put everything here in my repository called EA. Within EA is there's our folder called ArchiMate. So today's file is called is this ArchiMate 3.2.rdf. So in the left is my local version. So if I open that, is I open by Prodigy. So this icon is also the Prodigy icon. So if you don't have a Prodigy yet, is you can go to the Prodigy the website to download and install that. So I can put that in the left. So make that can be shown here. So my Prodigy is 5.6.3. So now the newer version is already having, but you can have your working version. So this file was done by June 9th, and its code is ArchiMate 3.2. So if you see from the matrix, is about 355 actions, which is the individual, and we have the this class is 12. So if you open the 3.2, the specification, I have this evaluation file, the copy opened. So for every type of the these elements, so like is if I put in, for example, here, so let me make that bigger. So they will, within the ArchiMate, they have this behavior element, they have this passive structure element, and active structure element. And within those elements, you see those numbers of the predefined name. So like is from this service go to the internal behavior. Normally is we have serve. In the Archi, if you use Archi2, that is called serving relation. And if you back is that these are called a realization relation. So that is from the high level, the meta model. And if you move to the later, the detail things, when we come to every the location, the group. So coming from here is the association. So discuss about the definitions. Now we come to that's the summary of the relation. And from here, motivation element, for example, now here all these dark gray are the actual the ArchiMate element. And then you can see here, for example, is from requirements within our motivation. It allow you to have a realized relations to outcome. Same as the principle can realize outcome, but from goal to driver is normally just the association, which is the very weak relation, but these are the one relation you can have. So basing on all of those is I put certain this structure within the Prodigy. So you can keep right in mind, and let's see here. First is within the entity. I create is based on the TOGAF, these elements type or layer. So every layer I have for the class. Then here you see the business layer. All we see here is the motivation layer. So motivation layer. Then within that is this class I create every type of the entity as our instance, or we can see that is the individual action within the Prodigy term. So like we have these requirements we just mentioned. So requirements is as one this individual all for motivation. But if you switch to the individual by class, you can see here, if I put this here, we have a motivation, we have a business, strategy, application, not the application. So it is application and implementation, migration, technology, physical. Those are the TOGAF is or the ArchiMate. They have these the layers. At the same time, is I also create something is like a behavior element and structure element. Within structure, I create active, passive, and something is the others. Others is the location, so it's not in the normal ArchiMate language layer, but it's also our layer. So to host this location. I ignore those the joint. It's just those dot and also some group because they have quite a lot the generic relations. But here is you can see something is when I put this active structure element is based on the specification. But one element like is application components element, these can both in either in this both in the application layer element and also in the active structure element. So that means they have two parents. So that is allowed by the ontology. So with that is if you explore different class, then you can get those elements I put into based on the ArchiMate 3.2 specification. So that is one. You can use this as a dictionary to see the layer and the element, the hierarchy. And every element, I also digest this description here as our annotation or the comments. So I use this annotation, not the direct comments, but use the RDFS is defined by. So if you retrieve that, is you can also get that the information for here. So for example, is if you just want to get this is defined by, so you can go to the Sparkle query. So by default is this is the default query. So let me put that stored. And normally is if you learned from the Prodigy tutorial, you know is if you want to build our this Sparkle, you need to create our additional prefix for your own this local ontology. So I put that here. So I call that A. Then this I just wanted to see is I want to list all the those element with the definition. So that is I just put this S and O. So then where. So I put this as our the justice $O. I think it's RDFS is defined by. So let me execute that. So you can see very easily. So if you want this, you can also order by $S. So order by the element name. So if I put that is now I put this order by alphabet, then all these the instance I have put is you get this immediately the description. So for example, is let's see the assessment. Assessment is here, represents the result analysis is here. Represent the result analysis of the states. So that is the one first quick way that you can put your the information to be used as our database. So now is our graph database actually. So with that is you can just explore by this again and class and individual. And another thing is you can see from the meta model. So let me put here. So for example, let's go to another layer. We already see the motivation layer. So let's come to here, on the strategy layer. So if I say here, strategy layer, I have a course of action, and that is not the specific. I found is something with some detail thing, like here. So because for some meta model, they put that as a group of the elements that may. I didn't put this white box as an entity end because those white box is created as the class level. Only those dark gray are created in the instance level. If you use Prodigy, you may observe this the object relations should be applied on both individual levels. So I focus on such kind of the relation, like it's a business actor have our assignment relation to business role. So that is what I have created is here on the object property. I have created based on the ArchiMate 3.2. So they have four types of the relation group. And on every relation group is I create those relation name. Like it's if you see here assignment. Assignment is one type of the relation under the structure relationship. That is here I create this one. And how to use that is if you come to the individual by class is go to the business layer. So you can come to here, business actor as the source. So come to here. Then you find here is object property assertion. So I have put is assignment go to the business role. So this one is actually is defined like this way. So the left is this relation, right is the target or destination of element. So if you use that way, then you can build our assertion relation. So within the ontology now, they know is business actor connect to business role with assignment, this relation. So let's further go through to the another layer as a sample. So maybe it's application layer. Is like it's application service, application interface. They have the assignment from application interface. Let's go to the application. You can through the class and find the class covered individual, or you can directly use the right way. So here is the individual full list I have put here. So you may see your Prodigy slightly different on me because you can customize your view, your tab. So you can put individual to whichever the tab you want. But for me, is I like is to have a full list, and also here I have a small list under this specific class. So, and then if you come to the application interface, you can see here the relations I have put is assignment go to the application service, and also there's our realization go to the business interface. That is coming from later. The paragraph when the ArchiMate 3.2 is talking about the cross layer, the relationship or meta model. So from this ontology, I have gone through all these 200 pages and tried to document all kinds of the direct object-to-object relationship. But as I mentioned, is some relationship is like application service. They have a serving relationship to application internal behavior element. That is means they have a lot of other kind of the relation, the element under behavior elements. So it can be 5 or 4. So but I haven't expanded all of those. So this ontology is you can see is just I show you a demo first. Is what are the direct relation between the element shown on the document. I have putting that here. And actually, is I have our second the document is called is ArchiMate relationship. That is based on the Archi2. What I'm doing now is based on Archi2. You have this ArchiMate relationship is summarized from this Archi modeling tool. So I'm using the second ontology to try to document the whole list of this. With that is you will get all kinds of these. This one is expanded, but that one is you may expect is to be ready in some for the weeks because that's a huge the ontology is cannot be done by just 350. So and the primary the relationship object property assertion will be huge. So but now within this starting version you can see 85 already. So that is the realization and assignment between these from interface to other related the element. So with those set up one by one, then this you can use this ontograph to have a certain visualize. For example, is let me clear. I just wanted to see the let's see what we have just done the application interface. So use content search. You can see here, you get this application interface, and you have the business interface. And here, if you hover that, is you see in the middle is a realization. Application service is here. So if you hover that, is you can see that is the assignment. And also I have that is on the technology interface, but that one is application interface is the destination. So that's why is you are not seeing from here, because here is the assertion for technology interface or the application interface. So those are the things you can read those by direction relationship from this ontograph visualization parts. And this one is very the smart is you see the plus sign. So if you double click that, then you expand this business interface. You can use this way. Now you can put say, hey, business interface have business service and also have application interface, technology interface. So now is what are inside in the active structure element. You extract that, then all of those the active the structure element is coming. Then if you want to have something is facility. So I want to understand more about the facility. Facility is belong to physical element, and the facility have also belong to active of that. So far is there's no direct element to element relation, but facility may have some element to group or group to facility, but I keep simpler of the illustration. Didn't document that type of the relation yet here. So this is the visualize, and then this will last but not least, let's come to this Sparkle. So I already show you how to find out the description. But what if is you want to find this the graph cutting. So some kind of those are the element with the specific element and the relation. So if you come to my repository, so I also put is something here. So ArchiMate, let me find is a markdown. So is this one, Archi2 relation Sparkle. So I put is some sample. This is a live document. Is I'm working on showing this one with this prefix. I'm working on this one. So if you want to see, you can see some the working version of this one. So and then this I'm putting some reference this Sparkle query here. For example, is let me see. This query is trying to see is list all the relations sorted by layer and element for source as the value stream. So let me see here. I paste this here. So first is you can see I want to see subject this SPO, and also I want to see the class. The class is by the RDF type, and I want to make our filter. So filter means I just wanted to see the value stream as the this subject. I want to see the don't see RDF type, and don't see class as the name, the individual, because they are the quite several default one, and order by class then object. So once I run that, you can see here is I got this value stream with the realization to course of action, value stream serving course of action, realization course because why they have the two pairs, because this one is value stream is a course of action all belong to C is either in strategy element or in the structure element. So that is fine. So and if you change this, so let me see, we have just the application interface. So let's do this. Then you can see application interface have a business interface, application service. So those are the simpler way for you to use this ontology to look for the information that can show you the relationship within this 3.2. So I hope is you can expand yourself on the usage of this, and within this folder ArchiMate, I will keep working on this ArchiMate relationship RDF, and this file will have keep updating. So starting from June 9th, as I have done the resource capabilities full list. And the day before, yesterday, is we have done the value stream. So gradually, is I will do the element by element, and then this you will have our complete this relationship knowledge graph. So once it is done, I will record another quick demo so you can know how to use that as a tool along with either you are working on the Archi tool or you're working on the Prodigy. Is both you may use this as a reference. Okay, so hope you get some the reference information, and see you in the later demo. Bye for now.